Hello, YouTube world, friends, family, viewers, and subscribers. I have a question for you. Have you ever been stuck in a rut? Have you ever hit rock bottom? Have you ever been in bad times, or like some people say, there's a dark cloud over me? Have you ever been in a point in life where you feel like you're just moving around in total darkness? Nothing is going right for you. If so, what I would like for my subscribers and anybody that views this video, if you've experienced that, share in the comment sections what you did in order to turn your life around, what you had to do, what process, what support systems, whatever it may be, that you were able to grab hold to and turn your life around. Now, I know this from experience. I am a mental health professional today, and I have a few degrees under my belt. And that's not to brag. That's just to say that there was a time when I didn't have that. And there was a time when I was homeless. I didn't have a place to live. And when I think about it, I wonder sometimes if those people, or those people that I was networking with, those people, those systems that I got involved with, if they wasn't present in my life, I would have been stuck. I would have been there waiting for something to happen. But I'm going to tell you something right now, my YouTube family, whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, it doesn't matter. I want you to understand something. Mental self-development is something that can work for anyone. Self-development. You got to have the growth mentality to do so. That leads me to the topic of tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about the growth mentality. We're going to talk about self-development. And guess what? The topic is called How to Activate the Growth Mentality During Your Darkest Moments with Mental Self-Development. So, let's dive into this. Let's talk about it. This is the Critical Cognitive Aggressive Thinking channel, and I am your host, Robby Williams, and I am a mental health professional. Today, we're talking about something that is close to the hearts of millions of people. A lot of people been through this. Some shook it off, some brushed it off, and just moved forward. But there's a lot of people that hit that pause button, and it took them a while. And there's a lot of people that hit the brakes, and they stayed down. And then there's a lot of people who have put it in reverse and backed up further in their mess, going deeper and deeper into that world where they just didn't know what to do. Let's talk about embracing the growth mentality during your darkest moments. And life can throw us curveballs all day, every day. But you cannot give up. You cannot let it stop you from being the person that you could be, or can be. You can become a person that is greater than what you were before. Don't make any mistake about it. I believe that no matter what we go through in life, there's a way we can solve those issues. We just have to be willing to put in the work. And when life throwing those curveballs during those times, it is crucial to focus on your mindset, your growth mindset, to focus on your mental self-development. As we explore the benefits of adopting the growth mindset and practical strategies for nurturing your mental well-being, I hope we all learn something from. There are going to be moments in life where you face defeat, where things just doesn't go right for you. You get the feeling of being lost. Some people feel like they're just moving around in total darkness. Some people use the word, I'm scatterbrained. They feel scatterbrained, like they're all over the place. Some people feel displaced, and that can be due to homelessness. And some will struggle with feeling unloved, like no one cares about them. And what we have to understand about that is you will run into those moments. Make no mistake about it, but you're not alone. You will have those lows in your life. But if you put yourself in the right position, you'll see other people that can help you, help guide you because they've been there and done that. These are the people you want to surround yourself with, not the negative naysayers. Stay away from those. But what if these moments could be transferred into a new environment where you will run into opportunities for growth and self-development? That's powerful. That's powerful, people. When you can transform your situation from bad to better. When you have people around you, uplifting you, motivating you, encouraging you, telling you, hey, it's going to be okay. If you need me, call me. Reach out to me. Just like I said in other videos, alcoholics, they go to AA. Drug addicted people, they go to NA. And they find they support. They find what they need. They find who they need to sponsor them and continue to motivate them and encourage them. In the transformative power of embracing a growth mentality during your darkest moments, you must discover the incredible benefits of the growth mindset, including increasing resilience. You got to increase the power of resilience in you. You have to learn to be strong. That's bottom line. And you have to fight to move forward. There are going to be oppositions out there trying to hold you back, but you got to be resilient. Improve problem-solving skills. That's something you will pick up along the way because now you're operating in a mentality of self-development and mental growth. And along with that, you will also have a greater sense of empowerment. You will have that battery pack hooked to you that when you think you too tired to make it or slowing down, it kicks in some more power to give you that thrust that you need to move forward. I say to you, do not give up, ever, no matter what. I don't care if the person that you thought loved you abandons you. You move forward. Because in the world that we live today, there's no time for chucking and jiving. There's no time for whining. Think about it. Here are some of the benefits of embracing growth mentality. That's when you get it in your mind that you want to grow. Here's some benefits that are going to come along with it. When you do that, it can provide a sense of hope and resilience. We talked about resilience, but now it's adding hope to it. Now you believe with hope against hope sometimes. You believe that you can make it through this regardless of what happened. Because you're not only putting in the work, but you have good people around you who is supporting you, encouraging you, and cheering you on. Another thing, it allows you to view challenges as opportunities and not failures. And these opportunities are for learning and personal development. You're not thinking about failure as much. You're not being pessimistic. You're being optimistic. You see, optimism is the way to go. Pessimism, you got to kick that to the curb. Because you have to believe you're better than this. There are not people out there that saying, hey, I'm all for you 24/7. There are going to be times those people they're going to sit down. Guess what? They got their own struggles. They have struggles that they are struggling with that you don't have. Just like you have struggles that you're struggling with that they don't have. You have to be mindful that sometimes you have to walk in this alone. And your only cloud above you is the God above. Your faith, your belief, the love of God is empowering you. You have to believe that. Now, I'm not saying everybody is going to be using that particular type of faith-driven, purpose-driven power. But I'm saying, whatever you believe in, you better believe, because I'm going to tell you right now, there are hard times out there. And you got to know within yourself that you can do it, regardless of what other people say or think, regardless of the naysayers, regardless of the haters. You have to believe. That's where you get the growth mentality. That's where you get the mental self-development started. Remember, when you shift over to that mindset, that perspective, with that, you can transform adversity into a catalyst for growth and improvement. You can do it, but you have to believe. You can't think about what other people say you can or cannot do. You can't do it. You have to believe. You have to be positive. You have to be optimistic. Let's talk about some strategies right now. And we're going to close after that. But I want you to understand, here's some strategies. There are many of them, but I just chose 3 just to get you started. Build a foundation with these 3, and you can move on through this, even when the times get tough. Let's start with practicing self-compassion. If you cannot look back in your past, see your wrong, see your fault, and forgive yourself, you're in trouble. You have to forgive yourself. You have to show yourself compassion. I know what it's like to show everybody else love, kindness, compassion, everything else, and forget about myself. That's how you end up homeless. That's how you end up displaced. That's how you end up with no one. Because when you run out of gas, juice, energy, power, and you have nothing else to give, people don't have any use for you anymore. And I'm telling you the truth. So you have to keep yourself loved up, self-love, self-care, self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, acknowledging that it's okay to struggle. It's okay to have a hard time. It's okay to say, I'm tired. I can't go no more. I can't get through this. It's okay to say those things, but keep moving. See, with no negative thoughts in your mind, you have to fight it with positive affirmations. You cannot lay down. The world will knock you down, but do not lay down and stay down. Don't do it. Because when I think about my illness, fighting with diabetes, being insulin dependent, sometimes I can't go. Sometimes it's like, I'm like, what's going to happen to me next? But I will not, and I refuse to give up. I refuse to stop. I refuse to yield to it. Yes, I may have to take a break and say, okay, I got to recover from this. When my eyesight go to messing with me and don't want to work right just because of whatever with my diabetes, I understand this is an illness, but guess what? I can make it through this. If I made it coming out of a coma through rehab, self-development, I had to pick myself up every day in rehab and move forward, no matter how I felt. And I'm continuing to do that. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend or loved one in need. Last but not least, cognitive, we're going to move to cognitive restructuring. You got to practice this. You got to stay in this. Okay? Identifying the negative thoughts. You got to know what's negative coming to your mind. Put a stop to it. Shut it down. People, prayer can get you through a lot of things that you don't think it can, but prayer changes things. You hear me? Sometimes these negative thoughts will make you question truth and reality. But you have to turn around and fight that with truth and reality. You have to change the negative thoughts in your mind. And what you do, you have to replace them with the positive thoughts that can reinforce well adjustments. So you become well adjusted going through these tough times, even though negative things coming at you, you become more optimistic and you kick it back. Focus on realistic alternatives to change emotional responses and behaviors. People, I say this all the time, even when I'm talking to clients. Listen, if you roll with negative behaviors, you're going to get negative outcomes. Readjust those things and start practicing the positive. That way, your outcomes will change. You see, you can't just continue to do something that you know not working and expect the best outcome. Think about what Einstein said. You see, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. No, that doesn't work. Remember to do the alternative, make the proper realistic changes in order to get the emotional responses and therefore walking in new behaviors that are positive. Make the adjustment. These are the strategies that you want to use and build a support network. People, when you build that support network, that means you meeting people that may be at the AA meetings or at the NA meetings or at the social groups that you know or you met through someone else. Say, here, I have someone I want you to meet. This person went through this and that. They can tell you about their struggles and they can tell you how they got through it. But if all you're around is people that talking that garbage, what we used to call back in the day that yang, you don't want to hear that. You don't need to hear that. People, you don't need to be around folk who do not know how to pour into you positive affirmations, which will help fill your cup or your gas tank so that you can move forward, so that you can go when sometimes you don't feel like going. See, negative people are going to be negative people until they make that turn, until they change their attitude, their behaviors. But I believe that you can do it because I did it. See, I wanted to get off them streets sooner, but guess what? I had to build a mindset to where I know what I want, I know what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. I got back in school and I pushed forward. That's what I did. And here I am. I am not only a mental health professional, but a healthcare professional. And if I did it, you can do it too. Do not give up. Do not give up. Activate that growth mentality to where you're ready to learn all the skills that you need to change your life for the better. I want to see you succeed. My name is Robby Williams, founder of the Critical Cognitive Aggressive Thinking channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel. More to come. More to come. Stay tuned and good night.